Hello everyone, the Amazing Scooting Tales here yet again for another little video, and this time I thought I'd take a look at this little number. As you can tell, it is a copy, or clone if you prefer, of Nintendo's official wireless Wave Bird GameCube controller. Clearly this one is in orange. This came from China. Got it good 3 years ago, give or take. I believe the official ones, to my knowledge, only came in silver or platinum. I honestly can't tell the difference between the two. They look identical. Feel free to tell me in the comments if there actually is two different colors or if it's just the same, because I've seen some people say that there are both a platinum and a silver version of the Wave Bird controller, and I've looked and I don't see a difference. But anyways, these do work really nicely. It does come with the dongle. I'm not going to show that here, but it's identical to the real Wave Bird dongle, other than the fact that it does not have the dial on the bottom, and it's obviously orange to match up with this. As you obviously could tell by the fact that I mentioned the dongle does not have a dial, neither does the controller. Unfortunately, that does leave a huge drawback, a huge setback, if you will. That unfortunately means that you could potentially have, like, say, up to 3 or even a full 4 of these hooking up and syncing to just one dongle. So I would recommend, if you're gonna have like multiple of these and use them on a GameCube or the Wii or Wii U, or use one of the adapter with the Wii U or even the Switch, hook them up and connect them and sync them to each one by one. So, for instance, take this, hook it up, make sure it syncs to its dongle, and then do the same thing for each one so they don't have a chance of syncing to each other's dongles or the same one. But the buttons do work. Go a little closer here. You can clearly they have a nice sound. They feel and look identical. It does take 2 AA's just like the real one. Take it off here and show you. See, got 2 Ray something or other. Really nice batteries. This thing, I believe, lasts for quite a while. I've been playing some GBA on the GameCube using the Game Boy player, and I can't remember when I put these batteries in, but it still works flawlessly, and it has shown no signs of the batteries dying anytime soon. So obviously it does work. Start button. Same kind of travel and feel as the official one. I mean, I don't own an official one, but I would imagine that it feels identical to this. I mean, I've used official GameCube controllers before from Nintendo, and this feels identical to that. I'm not going to show any gameplay, because I know how much Nintendo is and are for being a bunch of sticklers for that sort of thing, but you can imagine this works just fine with games like Mario Party and Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic Heroes, Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, a bunch of different games. As I mentioned, the Game Boy player works wonderfully with this. Yeah. And as well, not only this one, but I also have a white one and a black one. And they all work identical to this one. There's like no difference, other than you may have been able to tell from the lighting, this is a little more glossy. These are the same. That's like a matte finish all around, but for whatever reason, I bought these all separately, by the way. This one, as you could tell, it's got a indent right there from emblem, but it's obviously not there. The buttons are a little darker. Specifically the A button. It's not like the traditional green. It's almost like a bluish green. The analog stick feels alright. I watched a review of this particular one a while back before purchasing it, and the guy said that this particular version had issues, but I haven't found any issues with it. Same thing, no dial. Same thing with the dongle. All the dongles are the same. Same kind of battery hatch, although this one has some stuff right here. I don't know why, but it takes 2 AA's just like the other ones. It all works. I'll turn each of them on so you can at least see that the lights come on. I already did one, but I'll just do it for the purpose of this video. As you can see, they all work. So there's that. Wrong way. And there we go. And yeah, so let's take the orange one away for just a sec. Let's just focus on these two here. I don't know if you can tell. The lighting's kind of bad here. Here, let me try something. Maybe that will help. A little bit of a power bank there of a flashlight. Let me try this. You can see it's almost like a blue. Supposed to that being a straight up like emerald green. That's like more of a blue. All the other buttons seem to be identical in terms of the color and design, but for whatever reason, the A button there is a bit different. I'm not quite sure as to why they would go that route, but I'm not complaining. A little bit of difference in how they sound in terms of the like when you're pressing down the button, specifically the A button. Let's bring back the orange one here. Press that. But yeah, they don't feel all that different, and I've used all these in various games, and they work identically to each other. There is like no difference in how they perform. I would imagine they're very comparable to the real thing. And as a little bit of a bonus, I have another thing here. This is actually my first one. My first wireless GameCube controller made by KMD. To my knowledge, they don't operate anymore. This is quite old. I wish the other ones had this kind of feeling to the analog stick, but that might just be due to age, so maybe they'll end up like that. D-pad is really nice for fighting games, unlike these ones that use like the traditional GameCube / original Nintendo and even the Wave Bird one. This one is a little different. This is really good for fighting games and whatnot, but not so much those ones. They're a little too small. This one's nice. This doesn't have any turbo function or anything, sadly. You could tell this one's got more of a bluish green, much like the black controller there. Here. Let me just, yeah, it's a bit of a mess. Got four controllers kind of having a bit of a party here. But you can see, the reason I don't use this anymore. The analog stick has gone weird to where, much like GameCube controllers have a tendency to do, and even some PS2 ones, to where, especially if they're cheaply made, after a while, the analog stick will deteriorate to the point where, let's say you're playing a game like, say, for again, Shao the Hedgehog. You go ahead and, you're trying to move your character, and let's say you put your controller down for a sec, not even a full minute, just a few seconds, and you happen to, like, say, let's say you get a notification for your phone or something, and you look down, you check what that is, and you go back to your game, and you look up, and all of a sudden, your character is moving to the left, so it thinks, when it deteriorates, it thinks that you're constantly doing this, where in actuality, you're just leaving it alone. For that reason, I stopped using this particular controller. If I can find it, I can show you. Here it is. Here is the dongle for the KMD. It's weirdly shaped. I don't know why they decided to go this route, but due to it being designed like this and having this whole section just protruding outward, you can't properly fit it with other adapters. I know I said it wasn't going to show up, but it's literally right here, so I'll just go ahead and this is the adapter to the white fake Wave Bird. As you can see, if you're familiar with the official Wave Bird controller and its adapter and how it's designed, this will look familiar to you, other than the fact that it's white and it's missing the dial at the bottom. But it does work. There's no issues other than the occurrence of occasionally having multiple controllers syncing up to one dongle. Like I said, just do it one by one and you should be able to fix that issue and won't have to worry about it. Unfortunately, that does mean that you'll have to constantly unplug them, but there's a give and a take for all this. If I remember right, the orange one here I got from China, it was around somewhere between $10 and $15. These ones, I think, were around the $20 range, between $20 and $30. These were a little more, but they came from inside the US, so they were a little more spendy. Maybe a bit annoying or sad for some, but like I said, there's a give and take. This sucker took forever to arrive. I know it's typically from China, it takes a while, but the seller waited like almost 2 weeks for actually over 2 weeks before actually shipping it to me. He sent me in the description he said controller plus gift. That gift ended up being a tiny little packet with 2 sew-on buttons. If that's his idea of a joke or his idea of a free gift, then he needs to get out more, because that's just straight up ridiculous. He might as well just not include that, because he didn't charge. The person didn't charge me extra or anything for the buttons. It'd have been kind of screwy if he did. But the fact that he sent the supposed gift again first, and not the controller, and waited like say a week and a half to 2 weeks after the supposed gift had arrived, and after I already messaged him saying, "Hey, where's my product?" Not to mention, there was a tracking number, but it wasn't updating for some reason, so I just constantly said that it was still in China even after it arrived. But regardless, they do work. Like I have said throughout this entire video, they do work quite nicely. Not much else I can say on these. Just wanted to do a little video here showing off these knockoff Wave Bird controllers, because I've only seen one other video on YouTube talking about this. It was a blue one in the guy's video, but it was only like 5 minutes long, so I figured I'd give it a little more in-depth sight than what he did. But you can definitely tell that these ones are much softer. They're more rubberized. I think the other one might have been rubberized, so you can hear that a little, but that's due to this one being slightly differently molded with glossier plastic. This one is a little more... I've been using this one more. It's strange that this one has more silent than the other two. You'd think that these ones would be more silent due to this one having more use, but then you can, that I believe that's more online with what the real one sounded like, if I remember. I don't have any official ones anymore. They've all, gotten thrown out due to age and whatnot. Yeah, just want to do a little video here showing off these knockoffs or clones or copies of Nintendo's Wave Bird wireless GameCube controller. This one's a little more soft, but yeah. Anyways, that pretty much about does it. Thank you for watching. Hope if you liked it, like and subscribe if you want. It would help me. Tell me in the comments if there's any other ways I can improve my videos. I'm trying to get into making more videos more frequently. And I will hopefully talk to you guys later. This has been the Amazing Scooting Tales. And see ya.